we are with Amy Scott from Scotland, Miss Scotland.
Easy to
Welcome
remember.
Hyderabad.
Thank you. Thank you
Right.
for having me.
How is Telangana treating you?
Absolutely amazingly.
Is it first time in India?
It is my first time in India. Interestingly, I've always wanted to come here. I've got a lot of friends from India who've always spoken so highly of it, and rightfully so. It's absolutely wonderful being here.
Wonderful, yeah. So I love the closiums there back in Scotland. I was there
Tell
in
us.
Edinburgh.
Really? No one has ever been to Edinburgh.
I was there.
Were you cold?
Of course it was.
It's very cold.
It was cold.
Yeah.
Like, I took the train Amtrak from
Yeah.
London.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a journey.
That's a beautiful
Wonderful.
journey.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, and I love the country.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. You get to experience my country. I get to experience yours.
There you go. How do you like the food, by the way?
I love the food here. So I eat a lot of Indian food back home, but here having the authentic,
Yeah.
it's not influenced by the European palate. It's so much better, and I like that they're not hiding the spice from me. I like the spice.
Yeah, but in London, we get everywhere the Indian curry.
Yeah.
But do you have tasted it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Indian food in Scotland. I like it. The spicier, the better. Yeah, the red hair makes it spicy. Yeah.
Many like you, they were saying it's very difficult to handle the
Yeah.
spicy food. But yeah, good that you liked it.
Well, I've always liked spicy food. I've always built up a tolerance, I think. And then a funny story, I lived in Dubai, and the chefs that worked in the hotel that I worked in, they would never make me food because they thought I couldn't handle the spice. So we had a spice eating competition.
You worked in Dubai?
Yeah, I lived there for 3 years, but we had a competition to eat spicy food, and then I won. So
Adventurous.
yeah, of course. But no, spicy food I love.
Oh, wonderful. So, what is it like, coming to India and, participating in this big stage? Like, you must have, come across so many hurdles.
Yeah,
Finally, you're here. So, how is it like, confidence?
it's having the confidence is everyone here. It's not. I don't see it as like a competition. I see it as an opportunity
Okay.
to spread awareness of the social project that I care about. So winning would be a bonus, but it's not necessarily the only thing that interests me.
Tell me one thing, Amy. This, all contestants, if I ask them, they say there's a beauty with purpose,
Yeah.
number one. Number two, about, charitable contributions.
Yeah.
Helping others.
Yeah.
Is it, within you guys? Or, you developed once you chose this career? How is
Yeah.
it? I always, think.
So for me, the cause that I advocate for is multiple sclerosis, and my cousin was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis at the same age that I am now, but she was raised as my big sister. So for me, it was a natural progression because there isn't a cure and there's limited treatments for the type of multiple sclerosis that she has. So I wanted to raise money for that regardless of the Miss World
Yeah.
kind of organisation. However, it has amplified the platform tenfold. So the support I have gotten from the organisation and from my country by being on this platform is unbelievable. So yeah, I didn't start doing charity for Miss World. It was natural progression for
And
me.
it's not going to stop here.
Of course not. It's a lifelong condition that my cousin will have to live with for the rest of her life, and it's degenerative. So as long as she has the condition, I will advocate for the condition, and there's
Great to know.
no
that.
wavering in that for me.
You ever met Aishwarya Rai, who was Miss World back in '94, I guess.
I've not met her, no.
But do you know her?
yeah, I know of her. I know of a lot of the Miss Worlds, yeah.
So what is your take on her?
I think generally was she from here?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I
She's
thought
from
so.
Mumbai.
I thought so. But I think in general the Indian contestants, her, Priyanka, everyone in general, I just think they're so impressive. They advocate for it, especially being selected as Miss India. You guys have over 1 billion people here.
Yeah.
It's a bit more
lot of
difficult
people,
than
yeah.
becoming Miss Scotland with 6 million. So, in order to be chosen as Miss India, never mind Miss World, is such an incredible achievement, and they must have such a pure heart and pure intentions in order to do that, because to stand out amongst a crowd that large with a heart so pure, then it speaks to the character of that person. So yeah, absolutely.
In exterior, of course that you're beautiful, everybody
you.
embrace that, but inner beauty is something which is
Yeah.
really important for this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is it like first time like when you realize like you must be there or this is what you want to do? When did it start?
When I was younger, I wasn't necessarily bullied, but I was picked on. I had glasses, I had braces, I had acne, I was ginger, which wasn't great, and I was really tall. So all the things you don't want to be when you just want to blend in. And people weren't necessarily that nice. So for me, when I did start to come into my own skin and started to find that I was growing into my features and things, I didn't want to change and become someone that I wasn't. So I always wanted to stick to being who I was, which was kind at heart. And it's something that I feel has carried me through. And so from when I was a child, I've never wanted to be anything else. And my motto in life is that in a world where you can choose to be anything, choose to be
That's
kind.
interesting, since you said that you were not the same.
I was
You
an
had
ugly.
to, yes, like with the
Ugly
braces and
duckling.
glasses. But something like, unfortunately, the contest, like people from outside, they objectify,
Yeah.
the contestants, beauty pageant. What
Yeah.
is your take on that?
So obviously it's natural. Everyone has different perceptions of what they think beauty is. So a lot of people wouldn't care for my hair colour. A lot of people have different opinions and things like that, but none of that takes away from the value that the women here have. So everyone here is here because they've done amazing work for charity, and that is at the root of Miss World. That's what sets Miss World apart from any other pageant. Everyone here is a pure heart. They're so kind. All the women here are amazing, amazing people. And the beauty side of it is the least important part. At least to me, it's the least important part. Obviously, we come down with our hair and our makeup done every day, but I think that's a form of respect for you guys showing up and things like that. We want to look our best. We want to try our best. But none of it means anything if you're not a good person.
Very well said. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes. How do you see that? Now we see like, Indian movies are shot in Scotland, UK,
I'm in-
everywhere in the Europe.
So I was supposed to be in one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Which one is that?
So Blind.
Ah.
So I think it was a remake of a Korean movie. Mm-hmm. But I was supposed to be in it. I had my first speaking line in a film,
Okay.
and they cut me.
What is that?
They cut me. So we were it was filmed in a place called the Arches in Glasgow.
Okay.
I'm raging.
Was it in Glasgow?
Yeah, it was filmed in Glasgow, but basically, I was a friend that was basically telling this girl not to go.
Okay.
Because she was about to get murdered.
Okay.
That
Who
was
that?
my.
Who
But
was that actor?
I'm trying to remember. She's quite a big actor. I've been thinking so much about actors. What's the name? I'll think of it.
Okay.
I'll think of it. I'll tell you afterwards. But
So do you
yeah.
pick any Hindi word here? Like, Indian?
Unfortunately, all I know is Namaste.
Okay.
And
You're doing
Telangana
it very
Zarurana.
Telangana Zarurana. Of course, like, we wish you to be here, like,
I
again.
am so grateful to have been welcomed here. Honestly, I cannot tell you, and I'm not just saying it, the people here are so genuine and so welcoming. We went to the Tomato Festival and I felt like a celebrity. I was like,
Of course you are.
because everyone was so welcoming, and everyone wants to take pictures, and honestly, it makes my heart feel so warm. I love it here.
Wonderful. Wish you all the very best, Amy.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.